So, we last left off halfway through Secret of the Obscure, and now we're on the second half, which was their attempt at trying something different with like the updates. So like half of the expansion, from what I understand, is like already thrown out there, and then over time they added the second half part by part. So now we're in the second half, which means that it's going to be like the segmented parts, which we may, you know, start to see kind of like some of that. Like you can tell like it's all chopped up and whatnot. Hikari, welcome on in. But first, let me just... No, I'm not going to find a portal. I'm going to... Not that. Duress. Enter the wizard's tower. That's right, water lion time. Because the bunny does not game, or does not bunt. It does not game, does not bun. Does not game as much as the lion, and vice versa. There might be an art stream in the future where I'm lime, just to kind of balance it out, because we've already had like a couple games, or not a couple, but like one game and some parts of Guild Wars 2 where I have the modest VTuber out.
Bro, how's the Astral Ward? Recovering. Still got the odd cryptus or two coming in from Nios. Nothing we can't solve with a hammer to the skull. That's good to hear. These past few months, I've been recovering in my own way. It's still a shock knowing what I do. Iskarin and Peitha are waiting for you. Follow me. They're getting along, at least. Oh? Consider me curious and anxious.
Yeah, we still have a Cryptus problem. Even though the Iskarin's no longer possessed, still have the problem with the Cryptus and, more specifically, the Midnight King. Typical Jim Bro talk. I mean, he's a Norn, so, you know, they're kind of like that. Very, very Jim Bro-esque.
They're here.
Good. Her presence is not kind to one's sense of inner calm.
Darling of you, Garen.
So, this is what you meant by getting along.
Peitha informs us that the situation in Nios is escalating. I didn't intend to join that fight, but better to stop a growing threat than ignore it. I cannot spare the ward yet, but we should take action.
We've been seeing a spike in rift attacks here too. 4 in the Shiver Peaks yesterday, 1 in Kryta this morning.
At last our thoughts are in unison. Any help we receive, I will use. I worry about overwhelming the Cryptus with visitors too quickly. But the Wayfinder, maybe. And a few strong-stomached allies. We've been pushed to the outer reaches of Nios, into Norris's path.
The beast that attacked the spire?
It's weaker now, thanks to your efforts. But it has risen the stakes. It consumes. We've a small outpost right on the edge of the abyss. Norris nor Epoch have been able to see it through the fog. The Wayfinder joins me first. We acclimate the Cryptus. And then we bring more.
She loves to assume my benevolence.
Doesn't sound like we have much time to prepare.
We do not. Hopefully we can call on the wizard's aid soon as well.
We've incursions to quell interior before I can send any meaningful numbers. but I can be convinced. Wayfinder, can we speak for a moment, just you and I?
Don't let me ruffle your sumptuous garb, Isgaren. Talk. I'll be near.
If you go with her, I might not be able to help you. You'll be on your own. There are many terrors in the demon realm. It's a very different world than ours. Mabon knew more than I.
I made Patha a promise, and I plan on keeping it.
Then you've already chosen.
I have. This is about Tyria. We barely escaped the dragon cycle. We don't need another oppressor.
I'll light a portal, if that's what you want. But before we return to within earshot of others, there's one other piece of intel that requires discretion. Patha has secured our missing astral ward in Nios. Those who were lost when you first traveled to their realm of rot.
You mean Arena? Frode's daughter? Does he know?
She lives, according to Patha. I've not permitted Frode to join them until we've established an operational Mist's Gate. Keep them safe. And if you've any other questions, now is the time.
More questions, Wayfinder? When will you send more aid?
You seem hesitant to send aid.
Subtle, am I? Until I see our dear Patha in action, I'm still unsure if this whole ordeal will be worth it. I'm not certain the Ward would want to go either. They joined to protect Tyria, not crawl through the depths of Nios. But some are admittedly eager for Cryptus blood. They lost their friends, their allies, and they trust you. Patha? Perhaps not. They linger on the line of curiosity and fear, as do I. But they trust their Wayfinder. I will be allowing volunteers to cross through as soon as we establish a gateway between here and Patha's outpost. Just do keep the ward in Nios secure while we connect those threads.
I'll do my part.
More questions, Wayfinder? Do you trust Patha?
Do I trust Patha? The better question is, do you?
I do.
With an ounce of hesitance, I hope. She lingered in your mind for so long. Do you know the detriment she could have inflicted?
And yet she didn't. If anything, she saved me multiple times. Does that not demonstrate the severity of the situation?
I suppose it does. Be relentless if you need to be. It would not be a kind place to die in.
The only lasting damage she has done to me is turn my brain into a Cryptus Discord server. That's all.
Wayfinder?
Hello. Talk to Isgaren before joining the others. Okay, it's still on that. I just want to make sure I get all the dialogue before moving on, you know?
I'm with you, Patha.
My strength is returning, but slowly. This will take a few moments.
While you two prepare, Wayfinder, with me? Someone would like to speak with you. She might be a little... She went through with it. She has. A few weeks back. She's been taking some time to herself, mostly. Adjusting. How is she taking it? Everything is a bit fuzzy. Memories of the ward came back. She knows your name. It might take her a moment to connect it to a face. Okay. I'm ready to see her.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Zoja ascended, which means that she pretty much forego like her past life. I think that's how it works.
Zoja, you have a visitor.
Ear deep in documentation about the obscure. Mabon's notes are extensive.
Hey, Zoja.
Uh-huh.
The Wayfinder.
Yes. Yes, of course. Hello.
Which
I'll
means she
give
probably
you
doesn't
two.
remember us anymore.
See me when you're ready.
I'm sorry. Little overwhelmed. I didn't realize you were coming today.
Patha and I are about to head into Nios.
Patha? Patha? Oh! The giant cryptus lady. I like her, I think. Isgarin finds her annoying. Wait, you're going with her?
Yeah, I am. Pretty nervous about it, to be honest.
Okay. Be safe. I've been a few times helping seal rifts. It's something.
I will. Thanks, Zoja.
Sorry. This must be a bit awkward for you. I am trying so hard to
Hey, don't worry about it. One step at a time, right?
Yeah. Dagda keeps telling me that too. Be safe, Commander. No, Wayfinder. Are you a commander?
I was.
Once upon a time. But yeah, no, that's you can even tell like she's a little different now just by like how she's acting. And yeah, the ascending process for like the wizards is completely different from how ascension works in like some of the other parts.
I don't know how many realms of existence rest between us and Nios. Trying to maintain a connection is
Like,
proving a challenge.
What goes
I've
on
got
in
faith
the Crystal Desert
Once we make that connection,
specifically, that's a
travel between
different
Nios
thing.
and Tyria will be much less taxing on the wizards.
Is there any other conversations? I might have grabbed a few. Again, like I've kind of peeked into this expansion a little bit off stream, but only enough to unlock some of the cooler benefits, such as the elite specialization weapons training.
How'd it go? Good, I think. She seems like she's doing well. I wish she... I'm just glad she found her home. That was harder than I thought it would be. I know it hurts, but keep your bond close. She'll see through the fog if you shine that light bright enough.
Are you ready, Wayfinder?
Warden, Curator, Cryptus in the courtyard. A rift is
Uh-oh.
open.
Within the bounds of the Wizard's Tower? With the speed of a storm, go.
Cryptus, inside the tower.
together and remain calm.
Like this axe,
Cut them down, now!
which is actually pretty neat. I think I showed it off one stream already, but I'll reiterate that each class got like an extended weapon training, so they can use more weapons. And for the thief, it is main hand axe, no offhand axe, just main hand, which just involves throwing axes and then using your three to call them back like a boomerang.
Storage drain.
It's a pretty decent range weapon. It can do like a lot of like burst damage. But it can be a little bit hard to track. I'm trying to remember I haven't explored any of the other classes
What's going on?
Who are
weapons yet.
Followers of Epoch. This rift is different. It's stronger than even I'm familiar.
Try sealing it with the heart, Wayfinder.
Way ahead of you.
Wayfinder, use the MacGuffin. Okay.
It's not working.
Then we try from the other side. Patha, you lead, we will follow.
Take a breath of that lush Tyrian air and go.
In we go. And that is one hell of a loading screen to see. Going into essentially hell.
What is this place? Nios?
I think this is the instance where the convergence takes place, I think.
Welcome back to Nios, Wayfinder.
It looks so different.
Acclimate yourselves. This isn't Epoch's territory, but we're exposed.
No time. It looks like the welcoming committee is right on schedule. Get ready, everyone.
I haven't seen this realm of existence in...
Fight, Iskaran. Focus.
I intend to.
The Heart of the Obscure should allow you to extract demonic essence from the cryptis you slay. The rifts will only respond to a particular flavor of magic, so we'll need to gather enough to complete the spell.
I'm on it.
Your own kind, lashing out against you. Is this what millennia of appetence have distilled him to?
You see it now. You feel it.
We need to take more of them down, and the bigger the cryptis, the more the essence. Though, it seems that the essence degrades pretty fast. Bring it back to me as quickly as possible. But be careful now. The more you carry, the more it will drain your life force. Don't push yourself too hard.
Trying.
Yes, I'd like to keep the Wayfinder in one piece.
I do hope that they continue to give us more weapons. I know that might also like take away from like the potentiality of more specializations, especially considering
That should be enough. Bring it back to
some
me.
I think another round of specializations would be nice. Just one more round of them to kind of complete like to give all the classes a chance to like shine in some regards in certain roles.
Not enough energy.
That's just me. They could do more weapons too, that also works too. I'm gonna see if I can get the bar full. Probably not.
I need to focus. Keep the big one off me, and I'll finish the spell.
Can you handle this, Ozha?
Yeah.
We're with you. We're right here.
Whoa. Right, this thing is just basically a wyvern. Just a wyvern with some few extra fancy tricks.
I'm wounded.
No, that didn't work? Okay.
right, that should do it. Quickly, everyone, back through that rift before it collapses on us.
The Wayfinder and I will venture farther into the realm. Follow. We'll make toward refuge.
Wayfinder, keep your eyes up and your mind sharp as obsidian. Our paths part for now.
Be safe.
I see. He wants his own fancy portal. Alright, fine. I see how it is.
Take a deep breath. Our air is heavy, but you can breathe it. You have before. We're not far from camp. Rest a moment. We've been met with excitement after excitement. Even I tire.
Thanks.
Take it in. Then we'll start moving. Don't rush yourself.
So yeah, first impression of this place is it's kind of pretty, but like there's also like a little bit of like familiarity to it. Hey husband, thank you for the sub. I hope you enjoy the new badges that I made. Yeah, I worked pretty hard on those. It's kind of interesting to work with pixel art again. And I enjoy the challenge of working with like a very, very, very small canvas. Am I going the right way? No? Oh, am I supposed to talk to you first? Okay. I'm already just like eager to explore this place because again, this place, like, it's surprisingly kind of pretty in its own messed up way, but there's also like a like air of familiarity to it. More specifically, it kind of reminds me of Ore, some of the parts of Ore. Nios is unlike anything in Tyria. Take the time you need to adapt to your surroundings. Let me know when you're ready to go. I'm good to go.
I wasn't expecting Nios to be so serene.
What did you expect? I am curious.
More blood, I think. Less of this.
Your shock is not too surprising. Your first impressions of my world were birthed in the temple of Febe. That cursed place.
Sarah said that Febe was killed.
Yes, he was. My teacher. A guide. He felt the things about Epoch that I do now. I couldn't save him then. Had Febe not fallen, maybe we'd have put Epoch down sooner.
I've had those thoughts. They're not worth it. You're fighting back against Epoch now.
Be on guard right now.
That's what we need to focus on.
Quickly.
I gotta wonder if there's Sylvari players that remade their Sylvari to look more Cryptus-like.
Crawl back and kiss the fangs of your king.
Kill them all!
Starting to see the bigger picture.
We must find Arena and the others.
So she is alive.
And thriving, last I saw her. We located her and her fierce entourage of Astral Ward not long ago. I'm still in awe as to how they survived at all. But if Ebark has us sniffed out...
Let's keep moving.
Any sign of Peter? Not yet! Damn! Ugh. About time.
I smell excitement. Maybe I'm confusing fear. Were you back in Tyria again?
And I brought a friend.
The Pact Commander. Interesting choice.
Arena, it's good to see you alive. What happened in Gandaren?
Surprise to us both. Now, eyes on the threat.
Come on. They are so slow on the sieging. Yeah. These creatures are definitely, again, they're very visceral looking. Very meaty, very body horror-esque. It doesn't help like they have like that weird like slimy like texture to them that you can kind of see. Like you can kind of notice it on the bigger Cryptus that like they have like this weird like shadowy slime thing going on. I don't know how to describe it all that well. Yeah, you see that? Where it just kind of ripples, like right here. Like on this guy's leg. And even on this guy, like you can see, like it's very unsettling to look at.
Looks like the last of them.
What happened?
Ator happened.
Was she here?
Only scouts from what we can tell, but I'm sure their eventual absence will be noticed.
The barrier will keep our location shielded, for now. We can't breach the interior, but they're also barred from us. Wayfinder, you've met Arena.
They were secretly snooping through my camp.
And Ramses, well, Ramses speaks for himself.
Curious, the way you smell.
And who is this Hator?
Oh, what would be the appropriate Tyrian familial connection? My cousin.
And one of Ebark's prized fang suckers.
A bit pissy that you offed her mate based on how many she sent. Managed to take down most of them before you got back.
Saris, I assume?
We've no shortage of family drama. Now that Hator knows of this place, we'd better stop her from sharing the news.
I'll check on the Astral Ward and others.
You gotta love like some of the naming conventions that have popped up in this expansion. We got Yuno, and then now we got a Cryptus named Hater.
I imagine Frode is relieved about Arena, but disappointed he can't be here. I didn't have the chance to ask him.
The Huntress would rather cope with her progenitor on her own. When Isgarin's little gate is open, they will meet. When her contingent first arrived with you, thank whatever dubious entity you prayed to, that they found a place to hide. They managed to survive, while Cryptus's eyes were pointed at Tyria. Only a few lives were lost to the hostility of our world.
I'm glad you found them before things started escalating.
And so am I. Ramses has remained at Arena's side, helping the Tyrians acclimate. I think they've taken to our realm of barbarity. Arena is a force of nature, and I'm sure she'd be fine on her own. Now, rest. Adjust. The ward has crops that are at least tolerable for your consumption.
I like this sword that this person has. It's a very kind of neat looking sword. It's kind of like a diet a little bit of a diet like Final Fantasy-esque looking kind of weapon, but you know, I'm sure if you added like more like magic lines and colors to it, like I'm sure it would probably fit the bill pretty well. First, let's talk to our allies before we move on. Yes? Wanted to talk to you about...
Before you try to apologize again, it's fine. When we were pulled into that portal in Gandharan Fields, I was uneasy at first. I gathered what astral ward I could find. We lost a few along the way. Managed to find an alcove just out of sight. Astral ward survival tactics. And then Paitha and Ramses tracked us down, just a few days ago. Good timing too, as our rations were growing dangerously low.
Well, I'm glad you made it in one piece then. Your dad was worried.
It's a relief to hear that old Frode didn't throw himself into a fight he couldn't crawl out of. He's protective, and stubborn.
I'll leave Frode to you then.
Thanks. Now I need to attend to the ward. Come find me later. I'm sure we've got plenty for you to do.
Oh yeah, just to recap, she was the first person we ran into during Act 1, at the beginning of Act 1. Yes? Can I ask you more about dreams?
You are the subject of many a dream. I see why Paitha was so fascinated by you.
Dreams? As in?
Ah, yes. You've so little exposure to our world. Let me be your guide. Dreams flutter through our air, bleeding in from other worlds. Visions of cities and wars, great beasts and lovers. We, Cryptus, and all demons are born with a flicker of curiosity. Your dreams inspire us, or better, or worse.
I think I understand. That sounds an awful lot like the Sylvari from our world.
Yes, that is right. The people of the Pale Tree have especially poignant dreams. Exciting and feverish. Airbark has stifled our ability to dream, however. As of late, the youngest of our kind have yet to experience any. It is quite suffocating, the way he keeps them all to himself.
Do you have faith in Paitha?
With all of my flesh. It is comforting to be in the presence of your resolve. I have faith in Paithas as well.
Exciting and feverish. Well, I mean, here's the thing. They could also be explaining, like, what is kind of like, or kind of hinting at what's kind of going on with the Pale Tree right now. Keep in mind, the Pale Tree has been out of commission in a coma since Heart of Thorns, which is the first expansion. We don't know exactly when she's gonna wake up. And we don't know, well, I don't think she's getting any better. But it is a possibility we may explore that with the Astral Ward someday. It's also kind of interesting how like earlier in the stream I pointed out that like the Sylvari, like I wonder if there are any Sylvari that Sylvari players that kind of like look at the Cryptus and be like, let me try to emulate that with my character. And you know what? Even like Paitha kind of almost looks like a very like wilted looking, kind of more nightmarish looking Sylvari. So I gotta wonder like what the relationship is between the Sylvari and the Cryptus and the Realm of Dreams. And I wonder if that's how the Nightmare Court came to be. Maybe that was a, you know, maybe there's some Cryptus influence there too.
Wayfinder, can you hear me?
Arena, I can hear you just fine.
Good. One of the volunteer Astral Ward cast an enchantment that better focuses our communication spells. Works in Nios now. Paitha and I are at camp. I'm catching her up on developments. Things you probably need to hear too.
On my way.
But yeah, forgot what I was gonna say originally. I'm sure it'll come back to me in the middle of a conversation.
Understood.
Oh yeah, the sub badges. So the sub badges I might come back to and like touch up here and there, expand upon it, because I realized that there are more slots than I thought, and I didn't fill them all up completely. So we'll see what we can do from there. I think I have a pretty good theming around it. It's the pizza cat. Are you trying to hypnotize me? Welcome on in, pizza.
Rested, Wayfinder?
Best I can be. This camp is impressive, given the circumstances. Did you source this all from Nios?
Oh, it was much worse before you showed up. The Astral Ward have been sending in more supplies. Shelter, food. But all these nice supplies and roofs won't get us anywhere if Hator turns us into ground Dolyak.
If she's anything like Ceres, I'd rather not visualize the outcome.
Hator's dreams have been misplaced. But these are bones that we plucked. She's currently holding a fortress to the north. If we can breach her gates, prompt her to change allegiance.
Unlikely, friend. Her champions hunt us on the field. One of you, or all of us, will die unless we put her down first.
I know. Wayfinder, this is why your presence became cardinal. Hator's arrival signals a change in Epoch's plan. I don't know what he's doing, but it feels imminent. They're sealing all paths to the castle.
This is where you come in.
You need me to hit something?
You got it. We've got everything in place to push against the fortress now, and we could use you on two fronts. Help the Astral Ward and Paitha's rebels protect the outskirts. Epoch's grunts are flagrant. And when we're ready, join the push. We need to crack open those gates so we can take the fight to the Mark herself.
Make my people trust you. And look scary doing it. If Hator is reporting to the king, I want him to shake.
Alright, so I guess we're gonna be grinding a little bit. Love how your character in this sounds like they have like a... almost like a mix of Dark Yugi with Hercules. I mean, I can kind of get that. Fun fact, the male Char voice actors, there's 2 of them. Yeah, that's the fun fact. That the male Char has had 2 different voice actors over the course of Guild Wars 2. I personally like the first one a little bit more, but then again, like, they didn't go as heavy on the, like the voice filters, personally. And sometimes you can kind of hear, like, whenever, like, they finish a sentence, you can kind of hear, like, a soft growl in their voice. I feel like they've definitely gotten a lot better about it in more recent updates. But that's just, I think that's just me. It's either me noticing that, or it's me not noticing that it never went away, and I'm just used to it. What is killing me?
You can't keep a good chart down.
Okay. I see how it is. But yeah, we just got complete events. Which means we'll probably just do, you know, we'll do Rift Gates, because that's quicker. And the Rift Gates in here are different. Whereas normally you're stopping the Cryptus, or rather you're defeating the Cryptus that come out of the portal. In this, in Inner Nyos, you have to prevent them from getting into the portal. Also, yes, the emote is working. If that's what you were asking earlier.
Make it with terror falling from the skies. Pathos champion, your skill may help us gain dominance. Skill and your ally companion.
Well, I guess we found an event already. If we run into events, we'll definitely do them. I don't know why this one is like... There we go.
Not surrender.
This one's acting up a little bit. It's like I'm definitely hitting them. And why are you giving me the tutorial? I don't need a tutorial.
Please.
And this particular event, and these events do also appear in Amnitas, where you just kind of ride around on your sky scale and try to break the targets.
Please.
Why are you saying pleasing? You're not even finishing it. It just sounds like you're saying please. Okay. Whoop.
Another crumbles. I wish the same for Eparch's pride.
So I kind of like the events that feel more like a more minigame-esque like this. I think that's also why I like the Grothmar one with the sniping platforms.
When Paythar returned with a champion of Tyrian flesh, we hesitated. As I watched those turrets fall, hope is woven through my thoughts. The fight, we may survive.
Oh, I don't think I'm gonna be able to scale that wall. I need to... There we go.
The choking fog. Still, it has not returned.
These guys I don't think you can take down. They're just a hazard. Oh, where are you going? Nowhere. That's where you're going, nowhere. I still gotta work on my Deadeye build, because I've been trying to like make a build for each of the specializations. Deadeye, I'm still trying to experiment with, especially with the spear in mind. But there's something like... Because the thing with like Deadeye is like, it feels very much like it plays heavily on stealthing, unstealthing for big damage, re-stealthing, and it feels kind of funky at times. Or maybe I'm just not getting the rhythm of it right. Whoa! Oh! What the fuck? That's bullshit. That is some horse shit. Why did it do that? Is it because of the siege weapons?
I feel strong.
Yeah, I think it might be the siege weapons. There we go. More tasty Rift Essence to just sit there in my inventory until I decide to use them somehow. Well, this is a good way to explore this map. It's kind of a small-ish map. A little bit treacherous, but, you know, these maps were made with the sky scale in mind. Since sky scales were kind of an important feature to this expansion. So it makes sense that they would want you to use the sky scale as often as you can. Let me light this up. Ooh. Do you mind? Thank you.
Kill them all.
Still further down, okay. Ah, there's an entire different level here. Okay, that almost scared me.
Nice and lean.
You're seeing. This is getting serious.
Regression.
Pull through.
Can't keep that charge down.
I didn't want to use the Jade bot just yet.
Kill them all.
You're seeing.
I do feel like, ever since I came back to this game after playing 14, I feel like I'm a little bit better with doing mechanics than ever. Because yeah, that game does a good job training you on how to like react to mechanics. Speeds may vary.
You can never have too much treasure.
And then it also just pains me to see people just try to ignore the mechanics. It's like, no, just do them. What are you doing? Just try them out. They're fun. They're not going to hurt your DPS. In fact, it will save you less downtime being a floor tank. Oh, there's another one nearby too. I don't think I want to solo a champion, especially one labeled as a group event. I could also just do this event here too.
Epark and Hator's generals are all over the place.
It counts.
If you really want to upset the system, help us hunt them down. That's the thing about these Cryptus royalty. They're always surrounded by grunts that are willing to die. Well, if not by our weapons, then by Epark's maw. Carve a path, Wayfinder.
Let's see. I am going to hit the ads button. You know the rules, don't buy anything while we take out one of the generals. Or try to find one. Because it might take some time to find one. It might take the whole 3 minutes. But I also want to change my seat. My novelty. There. Cat chair. Yeah. I can still use the secrets of the MacGuffin. The MacGuffin of the obscure. And it's telling me to go that way. Okay. I love that I could use it while laying down. Sure. That's probably over in Morning's Shade. Going to perch right here. Climb up the waterfall. The Griffin's faster. Maybe a little too fast.
Demons, look out! I make a pretty good team. Back in fighting condition.
Not a very good location since there's a rock here. Yeah, we're getting a little dangerous with how many are getting through.
That had to hurt. Buster!
And I'm down. What happened to the other person? Did they just give up? Yep, they just gave up. Cool.
To the Midnight King!
There it is. I think. No, it's all the way over there. Okay. It's down here. That looks kind of important, but I can't get in there. But first, we gotta get rid of this nightmare-looking centipede thing.
If there are any astral ward in the area, we've got extractor towers here that we need to disable immediately.
Just gotta hold out for like 90 seconds. I think that was just like a poor placement of the last one we did, because like they kept spawning right on top of it because a rock was in the way. Oh hey, someone's here.
Strong. Can't keep a good charge down.
Oof. Yeah, we should be good.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Admiration is obvious.
Ramses?
Yes. She may have taught me how to communicate with you in the same way. I hope this isn't an unwanted complication.
Surprising. But I suppose my mind is an open book these days.
I am pleased. I've caught whispers of your efforts in Nios. Those troops quake as you approach. But I work. But within numbers growing more reasonable, we've heard other rumors. A disturbance just out of sight. You could investigate it before returning to camp.
I'll look into it.
And a knight you are. I will direct your mind toward the interruption.
Alright, investigate the disturbance in Nios. All the way over there. We're gonna take the waypoint when we can. I will pay the fee. Here we are.
Away! Away! Let me be!
It's safe now. You're safe.
Who are...
I'm with Patha. I'm not one of Eparch's.
Patha? I didn't think you were with the Midnight King. You're too ripe.
Patha and the Astral
What do you mean,
Lord
right?
set up camp nearby. You can seek refuge there. We're your allies.
I smell good.
You're not afraid of me. Okay. I'll go.
My wayfinder, your actions shape the design. Very little rests between us and Hator. We'll meet you near camp.
I'll head that way. Don't do anything dramatic without me.
It's time I introduced you to my cousin.
Do not fear. This place is a safe one. These creatures are kind and share curious foods. I encourage you to speak with them.
I...
Feeling a little overwhelmed? Don't worry. Me too.
I heard, rumors that Patha rallied. But Tyria's?
You know of Tyria?
I've seen it. When I've dreamt. Not in a long while, but there's so much water. Colors. Smells.
Yes, the Astral Ward can tell you many stories, if you'd like to listen.
But no pressure.
All here. We can prepare to move.
The path to Hator should be clear. Aside from a few guards left to protect the waning fortress.
Guards are easy. Hator, I don't know what to expect.
A hard enough fight. And who knows what vile thoughts Eparch has equipped her with. We move with caution. Ramses, why do I feel dread emitting from your teeth?
Oh, apologies, Lady Patha. Trying to help Irja acclimate has proven complicated. She's fearful.
This is a dreadful place to choose solitude. But she'll adjust. Let's hope that removing Hator will secure these lands for those who can't fight back. We move.
And on to the next part. So far it's been pretty good, but I mean it's a, you know, it's a little slow at the start, but that's okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Meet Patha near Hater's stronghold.
I'm not talking about them.
Stronghold is right there. I know one complaint has been so far for like the second half of this has been like a lot more dialogue and a lot less action. I can kind of agree to that.
Wait, just who I was hoping to see. We're making progress down here. Those cryptosorbs are raining down.
But I'm
on
sure
us
for
the
like a
whole
lot of
time.
these updates, they kind of expect you to do
If you could get up
or
there
get
on your
roped
sky skill and
into
take
getting
them out,
distracted
it'll give us
in
room to
the
advance
map
even
events and
farther.
whatnot while trying to do the story. Not me, I'm focused, I'm locked in. That won't happen, I say as I get lost and fight this this spider.
Too strong.
This place is certainly...
Dramatic.
Grotesque. I never understood how we became so dramaturgic. All of this was copied from other worlds. We were born to the dirt of the demon realm.
Getting inside shouldn't be a challenge. A few guards and stragglers, but they're on the back foot. Her champion is dead.
Let's take out whatever guards are left before we head in.
A prudent suggestion, Wayfinder. She waits for us inside. But my scouts report only angst within those walls. I expect a dramatic fight.
Good. Shall we?
Showing your claws, Patha.
We will deliver you to Hator on a spike!
I thought better of the animals in
What are we waiting for?
You two fight nothing.
We defeated them so fast they didn't finish the dialogue.
They're stacked to their teeth with siege weapons. Take down the trebuchets.
On the air.
They don't look interested in talking either.
And just beat all the trebuchets with a stick. Because we didn't beat all the patrols yet. I thought we did.
Strong.
Ramses, do you sense any more?
Not a whisper or a dream. That was the last of them. Inside the fortress. Cannot sense it. An army may wait. Or just the wretched.
Good enough. On swift feet, we move.
This way. And some of the path is clipped in the red. I don't know why they did it like that. Guess they really want us to just use the sky scale to skip up the mountain. Very interesting choice. Or, no wait, hold on. That's right. The entrance is like down here. They could have put an arrow for this. There we go.
There's a quality to this place that tastes different now. What do you seek here, Hator? What has Epoch done?
Please! Don't!
What's that?
Irja?
Move!
Okay.
Peter.
Okay. It just took a while.
Wrangle yourself a fresh snack, my dear.
Don't pretend, not with me. Your brother always hoped you'd amend your sentiments of the king, but I know better. You've always been spoiled to the horn. So, why are you here, Petha?
Why are you hunting us? Only fear dangles from your flesh.
You haven't been to the castle in some time, have you? You ran and hid. You still run.
And you kiss each leg of the spider. Has he shown you his venom yet?
Give Ceres my love.
Eyes up!
No!
Traitor to us all, you are.
Kill them all!
Have to do this. We can go another way.
Of course I did, cousin. If not them, then us.
No! Character that I barely know.
I'm wounded.
That part is our dream.
They killed him before I could get a chance to
Assistance
get attached.
Refresh.
Oh my goodness, stop spinning in the winning.
Will it take your arms and your toes on a platter to see? Those who follow Patha will die at her feet. I'll peel your eyelids from your face and make you watch as I skewer your army.
Wayfinder, we fight to kill.
If I needed any more reason to fight with you, I've got it now.
That is just a rough, like, thing, because she's, like, constantly on you. Unless you, like, CC, but even then, there's, like, a cooldown on that bar. Yeah, that's a little,
There's a version of this world where she joined us.
Patha.
Do not worry for me. I am not in mourning. Hator was cruel, even if she was driven by fear.
What now?
Check the fortress for survivors. Follow your gut. I need reflection.
actually, where am I? Wizard points are getting kind of high up there. I'm gonna have to spend them again. What do you mean there's a bottom floor? Hold on. Was there more dialogue in the other room? Yup, there is. You have some other questions I could help you with, Wayfinder. I am concerned for Patha.
You may think her cold, but each loss stacks a pit Patha's core. Collecting, rotting.
Were she and Hator close?
Every breath in this place requires sacrifice. They were both survivors. They were not close, but they both fought hard to live.
It's a shame.
So we're gonna try to find all the information. Keyword try. What's this? This arcane magical object is riddled with esoteric symbols. It appears to have something to do with the thick, harmful fog barrier beyond, but its workings are wholly unclear. I have no idea how this works. Yeah. Just smack it. Maybe there's something in the ceiling? No? It's very fleshy too. Ugh.
Arena. Astral Ward. Do you recognize them?
I do. They never... One of our scouts didn't come back. Collapse into the stars, my friend.
Alright, so it's not gonna let me do the trick of... highlighting everything by holding down a button.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Dream.
That's 3. You would think that that font would be the final clue, but no. Maybe I gotta talk to Arena here. No? Maybe I missed my chance? I don't know. Could be glitched, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised.
Wayfinder.
I'm sorry, Peter. Are you okay?
Save that sentiment for your own. Peter wanted to die, and she likely escaped a much more miserable existence.
I respect how clear your mind is.
My mind is far from clear. Though I'm relieved that you witnessed all you have. Might cause epochs, fixations.
I suppose it didn't hurt. I trust you, Peter. You kept these astral wards safe. You care about the Cryptus, your Cryptus. We share a goal. Just point to where we go next.
You are a curious creature, Wayfinder.
I'm a cat.
First, I'll do the same. We can't move further in Nios. Not yet. The barrier blocks our path until we can remove it. We march. More allies await us on the other side.
For some reason, the jingle for that just quieted down. Also, hello, welcome on in.
I'm certain of that. How are things on the front lines?
The moment of opportunity has revealed itself. But there is much to be done before we can seize it. One of Isgaren's paths is found this way here. And he only seems interested in hearing from you. We are gathered at the war camp. Don't keep us waiting, dear.
I think that's a good stopping point for right now. Yeah, there's more to come. There's 2 more parts, and then we'll be moving on to John Thier Wilds, which I'm very curious how that's gonna play out. Since now all of John Thier Wilds is done, and why did you ruin this peaceful moment? Get out of here. We were all having a wonderful time, and you decided to just jump me like that. Can't have anything in Nios. Oh, the event must have reset. Well, anyways. We are going to do a quick BRB. And then move on to the next game.